Some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Houston Cougars, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
He lets one fly deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Houston will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Bring in the heat.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
From the gun on third down. Snags it over the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. Zips it out to his man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window, between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Takes a handoff. It's Punga. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
On the move. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback.
Touchdown, Cougars! A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Slings it downfield. Got his man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense. And you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. He wants to throw it again. That's caught. It's Punga. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch on the left. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. They're working that left side. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Punga. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got it in the middle. It's Punga. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He'll start this drive firing. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to pass on second down. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Caught.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Snap from the gun on third down. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll move the tight end. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Gaudet. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the right. He makes a grab. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Motion from the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot. That's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field.
He uncorks 1 deep. Got it in stride at the 15. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Plucks it out of the air. Powers through. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult, and I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
They just keep firing. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Punga. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ohio State!
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Running back searching for a hole.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And they're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he can even get going.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Fires left. And his throw is incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game. So we're starting to get late. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Man coverage is a bad idea against this guy. The Buckeyes always seem to have somebody that you can't handle one-on-one. Remember that great game Joey Galloway had against Michigan State in '93?
Joey Galloway, one of the most overrated Ohio State receivers that I've ever seen. It's personally ever worked with. But no, just speed, just big guys, great offensive, designed around guys that are game breakers out wide that really stretch the heck out of your defense.
Calls his own number. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The hand to the running back. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They'll move the wide receiver. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's got him in the flat. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. Plows through the defense. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And obviously you're never going to point to one individual play over the course of a game, but that right there is basically a microcosm of the day it's been for this offense. They have not been able to get points up on the scoreboard because they simply can't execute.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
The Buckeyes will snap it on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Cross. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender.
Going over the top. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Going to try to get it himself.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Soft spot in the middle. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance.
Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston.
One of the things I love about reverse plays is you take advantage of the defense's fast flow. When they saw the ball going one way, everybody started running that, and all of a sudden they flip it to the receiver on the reverse going back the other way. He's got way too much speed for anybody to catch up. It's a really good play call and good timing on that play call as well.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options.